What's up, everybody? Gibson's Lawn Service checking back in with another. Look, I just got to put this video out here because this is just driving me insane. Okay? If I invite you to my house, I say, look, man, I'm selling a dozen cookies. No, I'm selling 10 cookies for $10, which is one batch. So I'm selling a batch of cookies for $10. All right? Now I got to the point I'm selling. I thought he was gonna hit me because I was gonna get out and fight. If I got to the point, well, I'm pushing out 10 batches of cookies a day, and I need help, right? So I go from doing 20 batches, 30 batches, 40 batches, 50 batches of cookies. Each batch is $10. You do the math. I ain't got time to do the math, all right? If I hire you and say, hey, man, listen, I'm going to pay you $9 an hour or $10 an hour, right, for you to help me bake these cookies. I got 4 ovens going. All thing we got to do, make the dough, flatten it out, put it on a pan, let it cook, package them up, send them out. And I'm telling you, 10 cookies sells for $10, which is one batch. I'm sending you out with 50 batches. I'm leaving with 50 batches. You are looking at the recipe, making the cookies, and you're working for me, making $9 an hour. All right. I hire another person. I step out of the kitchen. I boost your pay up to $12 an hour. Pay the other guy $9 an hour. Y'all are making the cookies, whipping the dough up, flattening them out, putting them on the rack, baking them, right? You making $12 an hour, the other guy making $9 an hour. Y'all are pushing out 100 batches a day. Y'all are pushing out 100 batches of cookies a day at $10 a piece. You $10 for each batch. You do the math. At some point, somebody please jump in the comments. I don't understand it. At some point, the man that's making $12 an hour should look and say, I have the recipe. I'm doing all the work. I'm selling the cookies. There's no way I'm about to keep working like this for Gibson, and Gibson's making all the money, and I'm only making $12 an hour. I have the recipe. I have the connect. All I have to do, whip up the batch, make them, and start doing it for myself. Well, how you going to do it for yourself? Listen, I just don't understand it. I was listening to a guy in the gas station. He worked for this company. I ain't going to say the name, and I'm going to switch the story up so y'all ain't going to know who or what I'm talking about. Even if, I hope he watching this video. He come in the gas station, driving a company truck. He say, man, I finally got my raise. He said, I'm making $20 an hour now. Right? Now I'm running 2 crews. All right? Now, you making $20 an hour. You running 2 crews. You got a company truck. You take the company truck home. In your mind, I have arrived. No! You have not arrived. Stop. Take the truck back. Give them the keys. And say, man, I'm going to do this myself. You're already doing it yourself. You're just not getting paid for it. You are running this man's business. You're running 2 crews. You're driving the company truck. You're selling jobs. You're locking this in. Why don't you do it for yourself? I just don't understand it. This is hurting my brain. Why won't you do it yourself? Stop. Why don't you do it yourself? I just don't get it. Because some people have the employee mindset. Sit down, get out a pen and a pad, and really think about it. Think about it. You're already doing it yourself. You're already making the cookies. This is hurting my brain. I don't get it. Somebody help me understand. Why won't you do it yourself? Please do it yourself. But you know what I learned? People just won't do it themselves. Talking to one of my co-workers. He showed me some pictures of some work he's done in the past. Awesome, talented guy. I said, man, why won't you? And he said something that kind of baffled me. He said, yeah, my buddy said I can come work for him on the side. I said, no, don't go work for him on the side. I said, why won't you do it yourself? He told me, he said, well, I don't have the money for the equipment to get started. I said, listen, you don't need equipment to get started. I started with a push mower, weed eater, and a broom. You telling me you can't scrounge together a few dollars to get a push mower? Even that, you don't even need a push mower. You can ride around in people's houses that have flower beds, knock on the door. Hello, how you doing? I will pull all of those weeds out of your flower beds for $80. Do something. And once you get on the property, hey, you got a push mower? Yes, we do. Listen, I'll cut your grass for such and such since you have a push mower. I told him, I said, look, your buddy can pay you $20 an hour. He can work you 10-hour days for $200. I said, it's still not enough because you can go make that yourself. He told me an extra $500 to $700 a week would really help me out. I said, I get it, but you can make that in a day. I want to see everybody succeed, especially a hard-working man. And I just don't understand why people just won't do it themselves. Like the guy at the gas station, he can go do it himself. The guy that's baking cookies, he can go do it himself. My co-worker, he can go do it himself. What I learned, you got to stop talking about business with people because they don't want to hear nothing you're talking about. Some people are just comfortable in the state that they are in. And it's sad. It's sad, man, because these companies are getting over on people. They getting over. The biggest lawn company in my town pay their workers in between $12 to $18 an hour. You got to be running 5 crews, you want 18. Well, guess what? People show up every day, ready to work for $12 an hour. And you just don't have to. You don't have to. Oh, man, y'all have a good day. I just can't.